You know, Mark, there's often confusion around the word supply chain. People don't seem to know where it starts and where it ends. So what is a supply chain?
Well, Greta, everything that's ever been made in the world, whether toys, cars, bread, cans of cold drink, they all follow a supply chain to end in the consumer's hand. And where does it start? Effectively, a supply chain always begins with nature.
Such as the earth, like farming and mining.
Yeah, and water, lakes, sea, rivers, as well as our fauna, for example, animals for leather and food.
Not forgetting flora, like plant life and flowers for food and for medicine.
So, let's examine the supply chain sequence of an aluminium can. Every step in the process is what we refer to as a link in the supply. I will now describe the supply chain structure of the aluminium can, which can be seen on the right-hand side of your picture. The red boxes show the different levels of the supply side. The blue box is the last step in the conversion process, in other words, the final manufacturer. And the orange boxes show the demand or customer side of the supply chain. As all supply chains start on the supply side from nature, in this case, a bauxite mine. From there, the mined rock undergoes transformation through the refinery, the smelter, onto the can producer, and then to the cool drink manufacturer, who proceeds to fill the cans with their product, caps them, and makes them ready for distribution. The orange boxes take over, and the variety of levels that make up the customer base, in this case, the distributor, the wholesaler, the retailer, and finally, the consumer, you and I. Unlike iron, aluminium is corrosion resistant, so it can be remelted and reused. Thus, the empty cans can be recycled to the smelting plant. Next to the boxes there is a long orange arrow that refers to the source, which is upstream, and the end, which is downstream. These are important references in supply chain structure and will be handled in more detail later in the lesson. We will cover more details about the supply chain in this lesson.
We will then also explain what inventory is and its importance in the supply chain. Enjoy!